Derivative involves substantial risk of loss and is not suitable for all investors. Past performance is not necessarily indicative of future results.
So stressful when the world's on fire. Good God. I can't look at this, guys. Like, my strategy is you buy it and you hope that you got a good spot. Yeah, but we all think you're crazy. You don't fight this. No way. The markets are freaking out and you don't think that anything is wrong? Come back tomorrow and I'll lose it all. Should be fun. Good morning, everybody. It is the 15th of April, Wednesday. Markets down this morning, kind of some interesting action. Let's go into that right away. Still loading things, but I think we got some stuff going here. Kind of had some computer issues this morning, so my KVM kind of screwed my operating system up and I had to restart it. Okay, so here you can see here on the E-mini, here we're at another spot of resistance. Remember we were here and we're like, oh, are we ever going to get up through there? And then we just like rocketed through it. Now we're up into this area. And this is kind of like a more fairly valued area, I feel. But we're down. Overnight session, we're down. It looks like that company earnings are going to be the big focus right now. I mean, that's like the big unknown. So, you know, what you going to say about that other than that we're down? This could be a situation where we could just sell like hardcore all day. I'm a little skeptical that that's what's actually going to happen. I've been noticing, especially yesterday, there's definitely been oh no, the world's falling apart. We're going to sell this so hard. And then it just miraculously gets saved. So that might continue. Anyways, I'm not getting the data yet. What's the deal with that? Market analyzer. Well, that's weird. No, that's not it. It just got rid of the column for whatever reason. I'll fix that. Columns. Indicator. JT. Where is it? Okay. J. K. Wait a second. What? Is it gone? Where did it go? That's weird. Good morning, Win. Your title is delightful. Stimulus for today's viewers. Watching you get a bonus for being funny. Today's the 15th. Okay, yeah, let's change that. Let's fix that. Yeah, it was like, they're making this big. I'm going on Reddit, and they're all uppity because Donald Trump wants his name on the checks, and they're saying that checks will get delayed because he wants his name on it. And I'm sitting over here like, well, I got it through direct deposit. Where do I get my check with his name? If I could get a check with his name on it, man, I could like frame that thing, man. Wow, that would be awesome. It's direct deposit. So for the 20 of you out there that don't have direct, actually, I shouldn't say that. There's a lot of people that people that need it the most probably do not have a direct deposit. So how are you feeling today? You look a bit perkier and your nose is a nice pink. Can't see your ears. Well, you know what? I made a big boo-boo yesterday. I don't know if you caught that, but I'm still really mad about it. I'm not so sure that I want to trade this market, especially if we're going to be going down, just because things get so crazy when we go down. You know what I mean? Um, I've been working on some other stuff. I have been having ideas, so I don't know. It's just kind of like, uh, I don't know. To me, I don't feel like they're my ideas. Like when I go and I make this, so let me show you. Hold on. Let's just come over here and just check one more time. I do not see there. There should be an indicator here. JKHIJK. That should be JT. You know, what is it? It's gone. It's just straight up gone. That is so bizarre. Look at I have the window over here. It's not on my market analyzer. Indicator. I go into the J's. It's not there. Did I do something? Did I break it? Oh, so freaking weird. Indicators. So in here, should be in here too. HI. It's not there. Am I just crazy? Am I like getting the name of it wrong? What's wrong, Jigsaw? Mm-hmm. Okay. So I am using the right version here. Okay, so anyways, so if we come over here, I made this thing. It's kind of if you look down at the bottom, so this thing right here is a lot like the Jigsaw depth histograms. This one down here is something of my own design that shows me the largest order within that area. So kind of alerts us to large orders in the flow. That's my idea. Like I've been building things and I just said, well, okay, like the next logical step is let's see what the biggest order that they add or take away in that time frame is. But every once in a while, I just like when I'm doing music, I'll make a song, you know? And to me, it's like I discovered it. It wasn't my song. It was given to me like inspiration and I'm having ideas like that today. So call it what you will. Okay. How do I Ninja Trader 8? Here we are. Oh, he just links the stupid video. Well, that's fine. Lavorn Bridge. So we're gonna come over here. He's gonna show us. Okay, where is it? Ah, there they are, right there. JT connection. It's gone. It's gone. What happened to the Jigsaw connection? It's gone. It deleted itself? How is this possible? So weird. Okay. Let's check the recycling bin. No. Last time I deleted anything on this system was a couple of days ago, actually. That is so bizarre. Did my virus scanner maybe do something? Mm-hmm. Hasn't detected anything in a while. I'm so confused. Carlos says that same thing happened to me last week and I had to reinstall. It is really weird, right? I mean, like, and the funny thing is it was all working before I restarted my machine. That's so bizarre. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm just gonna close it all down and I'm gonna install on top. Freaky. I'm honestly I'm a little freaked out about it. It shouldn't happen. How did this happen?
Winston's mom says, could it have moved somewhere different other than in alphabetical order? Re-added a symbol in front, and what about your history? I know you have a degree in programming, but I'm brainstorming.
No, watch. When we I don't want it to run on startup. So I'm gonna install it here. Should show back up.
Michael XC says, how high are we going on ZN?
Oh, that's a good question, Michael. I haven't had the
Winston's mom
time to
says
look at
11
it
watching
very
now
well
and we
yet.
started streaming 11 minutes ago. Please hit like for this synchronicity, meaningful coincidence.
So I see it's trying to install stuff on top here. Some of them, the files are already there, so it's like, are you sure you want to write over that? Sure. Okay, so it says it installed it. Let's come in here and look in NinjaTrader 8 now again. Custom indicators. JK, it's not there.
Michael XC says, oh wait, this is not treasuries anymore?
No, I still definitely do treasuries, but I'm having
Michael
a problem
XC
with my
says,
platform.
Haven T been in here in a while.
I have been trading the E-mini bit more than the treasuries, although this is another thing. I've found something about treasuries. I want to have the platform open when I explain why, but yeah. I have an idea about why treasuries are acting the way they are that maybe helps. Okay. It's not there. Unless it starts with an at. No. So fucking weird. Do I have to uninstall Jigsaw and then install it? That would make me unhappy. And yeah, you haven't been here in a while, Michael. Where'd you go? It's okay. You didn't miss anything. Yesterday was a bad day.
Michael XC says, I'm on the Discord.
Okay, well, it's there now. So let's open up Jigsaw, shall we? Okay, so treasuries. Here's what I'm seeing in treasuries. Remember yesterday, in equities, I felt like somebody was trying to sell it.
Michael
Like
XC says, are those volume dots?
volume dots. I'm not sure what you're talking about, but let me continue. You can clarify. Let me show you the ES again really quick. In fact, not even on this chart. This chart. Okay. So we started out yesterday. This is yesterday. Big buy, big sell, all the way back, literally, and actually a little bit negative, and then just kind of up. Let's zoom in on this. Okay. This right here, pretty dire. Does not look good. This right here. I mean, these were ugly patterns. This was like, it's falling apart. Look at that. Head and shoulders. It goes up. Now, they do kind of do that. They kind of make you think that it's going to sell, and so that they can create the liquidity that they need, and then they slam it higher. But it was really catching me off guard. And I was actually, so yesterday we had a bad day. Afterwards, I went and I had some swing trades that I took and planned, and the swing trades were long, so I ended up going long and catching like this and this, and making half of it back. But during this whole time, I'm sitting here thinking, what the heck? Like, nervous as heck. Like, I had profits baked into it, but nervous as heck. And I just was like, well, I gotta hold it because my target was up here at 45, and they did eventually get to it, but it was like a real slog. Okay. Meanwhile, in the treasuries over here, the treasuries started going higher yesterday. So we were right around here, and I said, well, it would be really hard for them to get higher. And then they busted up through it. And now today, look, a good clip higher. So the treasuries are definitely agitated and seem to be signaling to me, yeah, ES was a difficult climb yesterday. Previous charts. I forget which one I had up now. Oh, if you're talking about on this screen over here, I do have volume dark dots on my screen. Maybe that's what you were talking about. And then I got some new stuff that I'm testing out over here. So I've got these histograms that I've modified. So yeah, the treasuries kind of were suggesting to me yesterday that somebody wanted to come in and buy and kill the E-mini, and they were unsuccessful. And then overnight they moved down, and the treasuries are up, kind of saying, hey, something truly is up. Now there's something else going on, I think. So I was listening to Jeffrey Gunlock yesterday. Jeffrey Gunlock, well, actually I was reading his Twitter because TweetDeck I didn't catch them on TweetDeck. Oh, by the way, we had some news too. Empire State Manufacturing, negative 78.2 versus an estimated negative 35. Okay. Anyways, so he was saying, hey, the markets, the E-mini is moving so far because there's a really far bid-ask spread. So I think what's happening is the market makers are still sticking liquidity at every level. But the big players, the people that really want to come in, they are not coming in the same places. And they really are tricky, and they make it hard to see. But they're like, normally they're right next to each other, and now they're like this. And so you get in this behavior in the treasury where we have to range back and forth, like 8 ticks for no reason. Let me see if I can show you an example. Well, here this morning is a good example. I'll show it on a range chart. Okay. This is the spread right here. Well, this is the spread. They moved up. This is the spread. See, they're moving it up. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's like an 8-tick spread right now in the treasuries. So if you're gonna buy it, it does not make sense. Like, if we want to buy it 28.5, I don't think that trade makes sense given that we know that the spread is 8 ticks. That would be like hitting into the offer. If we want to do a limit order, we should probably be trying to wrap it back down here on the other side of it. So we have to wait for deeper pullbacks in the treasury. I think that might solve some of the problems that I've been having. What's that bottom indicator? You got to be more specific. So you're talking about the bottom indicator on the bottom right chart? Tell me like which screen and which position of the chart you're talking about. If you're talking about this thing right here, this is our time frame continuity indicator. Yeah. This is our time frame continuity indicator. So it's telling us whether we are green or red on an hourly, daily, weekly, and monthly basis. So what has just happened is that we have just reached the highs of April in the treasuries, and we have full time frame confluence up, which means if you're going to trade the treasuries today, the theory is you want to go long, and that this is when you would want to trade it because you got full confluence. Yep. Okay, so that's my whole big spill. I kind of have a hint here that like this could be one of those ugly they just sell all day days, but due to my own
Michael
circumstances,
XC says guess getting out at 28 might not have been a bad idea.
yeah, exactly. Right. But I think the thing you just got to remember is that there's a huge spread. So like if you caught it at 25, yeah, probably you want to get out at 28 because if that's really the spread, maybe they'll go higher, but they could still come back 8 ticks on you before they do. And that's where I think I'm getting fooled. And that's where the order flow is messing us up. Because I bet you, hey, you know what? Let's do this. Oh man, I'm probably like full of crap, but
Michael XC says 24.5.
I'm all theory right now, all right? I could be full of crap. Let's do a 5-minute. No, let's do a 30-minute chart. Except for that we want a volumetric bar. 30. Hopefully our preset is saved. Nope. That's a little frustrating. Show as a profile. Oh, is it just the case that they're just not moving very quickly? Even on a 30-minute bar? How about a 60-minute bar? Okay. So there you can see it. See this hourglass? This is the spread right here. Maybe let's go to yesterday when we were more active. Oh, you know what? I might have this. ticks per level. 1. There we go. That's way better. Okay, now it's really clear.
Michael XC says, so what are you usually using your continuity indicator for?
So I'm using it as a filter. If I don't have full continuity, then I'm less apt to let something run, essentially. Because I know that like I'm inside in a certain area. Okay. Do you kind of see these spots? Overnight they did it a lot. Okay, so here was yesterday. So yesterday it was,
Michael XC says, but you're not worried when it's at all highs everywhere that it might be hard to push through?
12. See that? Did it? Zoop. Did it? Zoop. Did it? It's the spread. So when that happens, you're not necessarily on highs everywhere. It just means that for that time frame that you're positive. Does that make sense? So it means that you're above the hours open, you're above the days open, you're above the weeks open, you're above the months open. So it doesn't mean that you're at all-time highs. It just means that if you think of it as like people taking a position, and there's different people, and there's one guy, he takes a trade at the beginning of every hour and holds it. There's a guy that takes a trade at the beginning of every day and holds it. There's a guy that takes a trade at the beginning of every week and he holds it all week. Is that guy winning or losing?
Michael XC says, okay, let's ask this. Do you think multiple time frame indicators are more valid for treasuries than for Forex?
I think it's more valid for equities than anything. I don't know. I haven't really tested it as heavily on treasuries. It seemed to be testing better on equities. And it's still a work in progress.
Michael XC says, yeah, I think I'd agree.
I've done some back testing, and it does appear to have some edge, but especially when the changes happen, like when it changes from positive to negative. But I haven't been able to pull enough edge out of it that it would be worth trading off of all on its own. I've been struggling with it. It's been a work between me and John or Bots, and I think he's been trading. I don't know if he's been making money with it or not, but he'll show me these charts, and I'm a little skeptical about it. Because I haven't been able to get a back test that really shows me that it's like really effective yet. So yeah. Well, dang, if we had come in here, we could have taken one at 27.71. We'd be pretty happy right now. It is coming down really quickly. Well, for these ones, I don't even think if I wanted to put an order out there, I think it would tell me no. Oh, actually, they changed it. I guess I could take it. Okay, well, maybe at the top, maybe when our time comes, I'd be careful. Like that, there could be some turning here. I don't know. They're already going a little too far. Man, it sure is ugly though. Plus, I have food to eat. Let me eat my food. All right.
Winston's mom says I was reading that people are attending virtual online nightclubs, anxious for social engagement, and they are paying cover charges to get inside and then upcharge fees to go into luxury rooms.
There anywhere that's still open, but that definitely happens in a recession. People want to go to nightclubs. And the music usually gets faster and darker.
Winston's mom says they are not going outside to nightclubs, this is all happening online. So, they are paying real money to attend a virtual nightclub experience.
I wonder if that's like something in VR chat. We should look into that again because last time I checked, VR chat wasn't extendable enough. I would like to see if VR chat gets extendable enough if we could create an online open outcry exchange.
Winston's mom says I have never liked the nightclub scene even when I was young, and that's what we did in college. Too loud, too noisy.
All right. I'm noticing dollar index just careening out of control. It's heading up hardcore. They're pushing 100. So that's interesting. And the euro getting pummeled with it. Same with 6J. What about gold? Gold is not. Oh dear. That's unfortunate. So it's buy the treasuries, huh? But you can see the spread right there. 30 and 27. Okay. Possible short area. I will take it if they give me that. Actually, I'm not too sure I like this setup. ATR is average true range is actually not that crazy at the moment. Yeah, I don't like this trade. It may actually be a long. E-mini S&P 500 trades down 3% from its previous close. Look at the treasury come down. See how easily it did it?
Blue Turtle says college meant a different hookup every single week for years. Some people don't like that lifestyle, some do. Lol. I don't judge others, but others like to judge me. Lol.
You know, I never did the hookup thing, but I date a lot of people, and I really enjoyed that. I miss going out and meeting lots of people, you know? Okay, so they took a little dive there. They're coming back up. They might just whoosh. Like what I see right now for the overnight session in the E-mini is a lot of people trying to go short. So this one might go up a little bit higher than normal. It's like very counter trend, so I don't think I'm gonna take it. But let's just watch here. Like at 58 would be like from 58 to 60, and then maybe it can run.
Winston's mom says I went to a small private girls' college in the 70s. We had almost 200 girls and maybe 25 very happy boys. I did not do the hookup thing either, but now I sort of wished I had. Sort
Let me
of.
pull that chart back up again.
Blue Turtle says I was in a fraternity, Wisconsin, and they got mad when I hooked up 50 times. Lol. This was in the 80s. I'm convinced we are who we are.
Really? Wow. That's interesting. Why is it not centering the bar?
Michael XC says I thought nobody remembers the 70s. Blue Turtle says Steeler fans do. Winston's mom says which fraternity Blue Turtle? We hung out with the Sigma Chi and my husband is a Theta Chi.
I'm trying to explain my theory on the spread thing over in Discord, and I don't think they understand. Mm-mm. Oh, it filled me. I did not realize. The big boy spread. I like.
Winston's mom says Blue Turtle, my best friend back in the 90s was from Wisconsin, her last name is Campbell and I would love to find her again. Any chance you know a Colleen?
Oh, they're gonna go stop me out, aren't they? Now that the E-mini turned, did I not call that one to the T? Huh? That was a good call. Like I said, I don't think you take that one because it's so against the trend, but sure enough. But look, the treasury's getting creamed there.
Blue Turtle says I won't say. Lol. I dropped out after 1 year. The Sigma Cheese partied with some hard drugs at Madison. My frat did the preppy drugs. I don't do drugs. My memory is random. Lol.
So I was kind of wondering if it was 4 ticks, and it wasn't. It's at 26. So
Winston's mom
let's
says
try this
good
again.
call, tomorrow's title, perhaps.
So I got another thing. Remember how we were saying like we need a brand? I've got it now. Traders gonna trade. That's it. That's what we're doing. Let's wait. We should go to the store. We should go to the store. Let's figure this out. I think Stream Elements has it. Let me find out. What was it? Okay, so that one filled. Yes, it is Stream Elements. Connect with YouTube.
Winston's mom says Blue Turtle, I was raised in a conservative military family so I missed most of the partying but the Sigma Cheese at Embry Riddle drink like fish. Beer and boofing, Brett Kavanaugh style, sigh.
Okay, so on the other side, it's 28. No, it's 29. Mm-mm-mm. Merch. So what do we need to get?
Winston's mom says, your memory is random, C is introverted sensing and memory. Did the Theta Cheese do an MBTI test on you? Do you know your personality type?
Oh, did you take the test that I sent you earlier, Win? What did the test that we sent you earlier say? Okay, so it says a 2000 by 2000 image. 2000 by 2000.
Blue Turtle says ENFJ.
Okay. And I want some text. Yeah, I'm liking it already. Needs to be bold.
Winston's mom says Chi, sexy robot voice Theta and Sigma Chi is pronounced as Chi. Try again, please. And speculator Seth, do you mean the big five? I said I took the test and mentioned my results.
Oh, okay. I just didn't catch what you got. Okay, so now it's giving me another short, and I'll take that one. I'm not paying too much attention. Actually, let's do that so that it's equal, so that I can not pay attention.
Blue Turtle says I'm about 100 miles from China right now and just finishing my dinner. Tonight
Oh,
nobody's
really?
wearing face masks, in groups.
Really? They're not wearing the face masks in China? I thought that they always did that no matter what.
Winston's mom says I am an INTJ. Blue Turtle, speculator Seth, we have idealist, a humanist in our midst. He or she is a Gandhi, an Oprah. Blue Turtle, do you feel your intuitive nature? Intuition is not woohoo.
That's not working. I need to search here. Mm-mm.
Winston's mom says in Blue Turtle, I meant everything I said with respect, but sexy robot voice did not convey that. I study Jungian typology and read Carl Jung. RJ Wheel says INTJ? Does that trade on the NASDAQ?
It's their personality code.
Winston's mom says you could try. RJ Wheel, I won a contest in high school by picking stocks based on the letters in my boyfriend's name. Lol. Blue Turtle says I am
No.
100 miles from the Chinese border. I don't care about funny sayings like intuitive nature. I would read in a horoscope.
There you go. Let's see if this works.
Dan H says the Jung Bollinger series were great.
PNG. That's what I thought. Pictures. Hey, look at that. That trade in the 10-year totally played out almost perfectly. They didn't film it
Winston's
yet,
mom says
so
yes. I have not worked
speak.
my way through his writings from there, but I have watched the documentary and read most of his essays, I think. Blue Turtle, I hope you stay safe in such a dangerous time.
Both of
Blue
those
Turtle
worked.
says you can call me the Shadow.
The shadow. Who knows what evil lies in the hearts of men? Blue Turtle knows. Okay, let's see here. What? I just get this tiny little no. It needs to be like hugo. $4,000 by 4,000. And what was my image?
Winston's mom says, me and my shadow would like you to please take a quick second to hit like. Thank you.
Okay. I did it wrong. Mm-hmm. Okay, that makes more sense. I need to make it way bigger. Now it's as big as it can get.
Winston's mom says I was listening to Motivational Doc today online and he said we should put 3 or 4 drops of hydrogen peroxide in our ears to help fight off this virus.
What?
Twice a day, he says. I'll check the science later.
That sounds like kind of crazy and nonsense, but okay. I don't think that it comes in through your ears. That sounds like bull. I think he's wrong. I'm just gonna go out on a limb, not knowing the science of it or anything, and say that he's probably wrong because the virus comes through openings like in your mouth and your eyes and your nose, and your ears are not like that. Your ears are completely separated from the outside world with your eardrum. And so I do not believe that you can get sick through your ears, and I don't think that hydrogen peroxide in your ears will do anything to prevent you from getting COVID-19. Just going out on a limb on that one. Yes.
Blue Turtle says it sounds ridiculous. Lol.
It sounds
Question,
ridiculous.
housing prices will fall by how much? Location, I own a house in Colorado. Just guess, I'm just asking.
Oh, I can pick a storefront image. I want to start over. Oh, they already come back? Come on. All right. Fair enough.
Winston's mom says I think they are down 6% already, or at least that is what Zillow noted. Blue Turtle says I was afraid to check Zillow. Thanks. Lol.
Okay, so this is like an experimental thing that I'm doing here. So for me to have come up a little bit short is okay. I actually think that eventually we could get that, but let's just see what they do. All right. The one in the e-mini though, I'm really happy with. Preview store. Ah.
Blue Turtle says I'm out late.
Okay, that's a little better. What do we got? Oh, you can get a hoodie.
Winston's mom says I was shopping to refinance my home in the next few months, and so I am paying close attention, and so is speculator Seth.
Yep, I have. They keep giving me quotes. They want me to do it. They keep bugging me about it. Like, you need to fill out the rest of the information so we can get started on this. And I'm like, I'm not sure that I want to do it yet. Okay, check this out. Merchandise store. Huh? And look, you can get these different colors. I like it. I like it. Can you wow, I can make it super expensive. I can force you guys to pay $50 for that. I think that you should do what they pick. Oh, I can trade. Oh, okay. Hold up. Can I make it even bigger? Because I would like it to be even bigger. I'm going to have to go ask the Alpha Gaming people.
Winston's mom says nice, people I see online are always asking their favorite channels if they merchandise. And mugs are popular. Maybe Mrs.
Mugs.
Speculator Seth can make masks available on your page.
I know she needs an Etsy shop. I don't know if she started an Etsy shop and you guys would all buy one and she might be overwhelmed. She said she just posted stuff on Facebook and she got like 7 people and they each ordered 7 masks each. So she's got like 50 to make. And I'm like, wow. She said that there's some grandmas that she knows on Facebook groups that have already made like 1 million masks.
Bot says so you're selling t-shirts and hoodies to get us to help you refund your account.
Well, I don't know if it would refund my account. I don't know if that's really too big of an issue though, because I have other ways to refund my account. That's why I'm just looking at that and I'm like, wow, $50 hoodie. No, I don't think so. I was just an idea I had last night.
Winston's mom says it's easier for me to explain purchasing stuff from a woman than from some man who has a channel and I talk to every day. He tends to frown on my sending money to strange men.
You know what I want though? Oh, gosh dang it. I want one that's I want a hat. I want a hat. There's no hats. Maybe they'll get a hat later. Okay. Let's see. Let's try and get a bigger image. I think that I can get a bigger image. I think I can make it bigger. How to do this? Actually, I want this one. Like I come all the way back. It's the spread.
Winston's mom says, oh, you do not drink coffee or tea, so you wouldn't really know why people like mugs. That's funny. Then again, you work in an office. Then again, you work in an office in Utah. Mugs sell well, lol.
I want I want one of those metal water bottles. You know? That's what I would get. And a hat. I want a hat. Or a beanie. If you could get it on a beanie, that would be perfect. I don't think you can get it on a beanie. $350 maybe? Yeah. Traders. Gonna trade.
Winston's mom says, have you checked on Alibaba? But you would have to ship the merchandise yourself. You might look up having an Amazon account. I think they do a shipping service for merchandisers.
I think this one's fine.
Winston's mom says if you sell beanies, your beanies really need to have a propeller. Those
Uh.
are so much fun.
A propeller. No, I was talking more of like a black one, you know, like what is his name? It's here on YouTube. He does politics. It's like the one independent political guy that YouTube actually is okay with. Okay, so here's the open. First impulse is up. They are buying it. Okay, here comes the sellers. Well, that was not too impressive. Okay, let me try that one. Okay, so now a bit of a battle. Sellers made a little bit more further of a push than the buyers, but still kind of anybody's game, I think. Well, normally by this point, like past days, they would be way out of here by now. Doesn't mean that they're not going to go up, but it does seem like the sellers are having a harder time getting something started. It says that it can get 8,000 by 8,000. Yeah, that's way better. Check it out. Huh? How great of a mug. How great of a mug. Oh, wait, we can do a little bit better. Maybe. Oh, no, it is bold. And I think we're good. Yeah, we'll do it because I want that mug. $15. Wait, so can I charge? If I wanted to, could I charge $20 for it? I could, but I think that $15 is fair for a mug. Wait, I went the wrong way. Hey, they're still struggling. Go live. Your store is now online. Go to store. I like it. I like it. Okay. Oh, it's so good. We're totally buying it. I'm totally buying one. Which one should I buy? Should I just get the mug? You get a t-shirt. That looks like a nice t-shirt. Wait. Can you get the t-shirt in different colors? Yes. Want it white. White or... Oh, look, you can get it in navy. I don't know, maybe navy would be okay. Okay, wait. I give you the link. Okay. We could close all these other windows we got open. George Conway, nobody cares about him. There you go. Now you can get a mug that says Trader's gonna trade. And that's what I'm gonna do.
Speculator Seth Day Trading says.
Okay, where did it go? The mug. Maybe I'm sure that they'll have more stuff in the future. Okay. Oh, that's cool, but we don't need that. Oh, they're going up. They haven't gotten very far from the open, though. Okay, let me fill this out. Oh, they don't give you free shipping, so it's $5 to ship it. That's okay. I'm glad that I left it at
Hey ho
$15.
says what a weak opening.
Yeah, I really think it is, right? Okay. It's coming. We're gonna have the best mug, guys. It's gonna be great. Okay. Well, let's post it in the Discord too. I really would like a hat, though. If I had a hat, I could wear that on stream, right?
Smash the Bid says I would buy your hoodie if it said buying tops and selling bottoms.
Okay. Wait. We can add that. I'm down with that. Wait, we got to make a picture. I'm not too interested in trading this action right now. The E-mini. 4,000 by 4,300 DPI.
Smash the Bid says with your signature at the bottom.
With my signature at the bottom. Oh man, I don't really have a speculator Seth signature. I probably should. Yes. Okay. How would we do this? Okay. No. I'll just do it like that.
Winston's mom says smash the bid, ROFL.
Need to make it bold. I already screwed it up. I think this might work. Hold on. Buying tops and selling bottoms. Oh man. Well, we're doing okay with it today. Oh, that's harder to get on a shirt, dude. It doesn't quite fit. I would have to come up with a better typography for that. Because if you do buying tops on one line, that's too wide. I don't think that it works. I think that it would have to be something different. It would have to be like an image and like the text smaller or something like that to be like to look cool. You know what I mean? Okay, so there's the buy was
Jacoby
super
OG
weak and they're
says
back
take out
to it already.
and put in and.
Oh, that would help. But I still have to separate them out on lines. I guess we could make the end really small. By 4,000. Wait, no.
Jacoby OG says put the and on the same line as tops.
I don't think that would look very good. No, I think we can. I think I got it. Gotta do that and that. Okay. Oops. Need to do it on a new layer. I don't think that we can get my I don't have a signature right now. I don't think that would be as fun, but I digress. Oh man. Okay. It's really got to be like exactly on the edge. Okay. Okay. And then we can just make the ampersand a lot smaller. Okay, we need a way better ampersand though. That ampersand is bullcrap. Baskerville. Okay, well, they're selling it pretty good now. Oh, we got filled. Finally. Some of those are weird. They're all too curvy. Stars and stripes. Oh, don't I have like the cash money one? Cash currency. Let's do that one. Can make it bigger. There we go. Okay. How about that? That works. I think that I've got things a little ski-wampus here. Yeah. This needs to move over a bit. Oh, no. There.
Jacoby OG says I like it, sir.
Okay, here, wait. You want it on a shirt or a mug? We could add it on both. No. Or wait, cancel.
Daniel K says should it be buying bottoms and selling tops?
No, that's the whole joke. The whole joke is that many times I'll try buying into momentum and end up not getting the breakout.
Christoph Chesney says add always smiley face.
Always. Not always.
Daniel K says got it slightly smiling face, my bad.
I gotta tell you, man. My favorite
Smash the
trade
Big says that's the joke, Daniel.
I will totally admit it's a risky trade, okay? Listen, the level break trade, it's like 50-50 probability. Maybe it's a 40-40, maybe it's a 40% probability. And I just didn't test it far enough. But I'm going to tell you, if you do this level break trade, it doesn't work. But there's on those momentum days, those trend days, it works every time, and it is the most fun trade. And I love it way too much. I love it way too much, and I've made a lot of money with it, but I've screwed it up many times too. Okay, so let's come back over to stream elements. My dashboard. Merch. Oh, he's RDU says that I need an apostrophe. I don't think that you necessarily do. Because I guess it kind of just changes the meaning, doesn't it? Okay. Let's start with the mug, okay? Design. Is that okay? I mean, it's a little... Oh, wait, you can't even see it. There you go. Yeah. You kind of get this thing where, because they're so close, so I think that what I can do is move this up just a tad. Still snagged it. Okay, for sure that'll fix it for sure. That looks more right. There you go. You want this shirt, or you just want the mug? Well, we'll add all of them. Okay. Oh, it's still creating that item, so we gotta wait. It's funny. Okay, so we're back. We're not quite to the lows that we were having in the overnight session. And in fact, I'm not seeing a ton of... I'm really not seeing what I would have expected. I don't think I want to participate in this. The dollar still looks strong and it's not really coming back. But the euro could turn back around really quickly and that would change that. It just looks like bid pressure all the way, though, in the treasury. That's interesting. Well, I feel like I got what I wanted in the treasury, and I got a good buy. Okay, so it's making them one. Now I gotta come back over here and... So he's saying that it should be traders with an apostrophe S. But then that makes it seems like it's a traders, so I don't know if that's actually correct. See, then it seems like traders is that traders. Whereas I think it's just plural. The traders are going to trade. Right? Yeah, I think so. I think so. I think that you do that with, like, if it was like A's, then you would do it. Okay. Mouse pad. Well, they're still near that open. Man, so normally I would like to do it at 7:45 and then maybe 8 or 8:20, but I'm not so sure I'm even going to make one today. And they've been dinking around with our line quite a bit too, which I'm not terribly enthused about. Mug, mouse pad. I don't know what you do with the kiss catch. We'll do the hoodie. Trader's gonna fade. Shirt, mouse pad, mug. Okay. Now how do I... I see. Hold on, Smash the Bin. Almost got it. It's beta. It's a beta that they've got here, and it's got some issues. Publish. 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 There you go. Okay. Now let's see if we see it. Buying tops and selling bottoms. Huh? 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 Okay, it's giving me a short. Could take that one actually. I think. Well, so if it's at 67, so we'll do it here. Oh, that's cool. Good move. Good move. A little bit more, please. It was a good trade. I think part of the problem that I was having was I was really trying to let them run, and today I'm being like way more conservative, and so I'm just taking like the 20, and it's working out really well. And I think that one I actually could have let run, but I think that they're probably going to come back on us a little bit. I think that they'll come back to the entry. So I want to know how to rearrange things. Because when you look at the store, yeah, that's okay. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go to the one of these days in Chicago when they have the convention. And probably not gonna happen this year, right? But next year I'll be there with a Trader's Gonna Trade shirt. You know what else I would really like is a collared shirt, and maybe it could be printed on the back or something like that. I don't know. They say that they're coming up with different stuff. By the way, this shirt, the material that the reason I wanted to do it through these guys is the material for this shirt is really nice. So, if you get the shirt. But mostly it's just because I think it's funny and I want one. You guys got the link? I posted the link. No, you know what? I'll tell you what. I'll put it here in the video description.
RJ Wheel says, how about Trader's Dawn?
How about Trader's Dawn? What? I don't get it. Merchandise. Oh, we're going to do it. We'll do get your...
RJ Wheel says, how about Traders do it in 15-minute intervals?
How about Traders do it in 15-minute intervals?
Christoph Chesney says, how about One Tick Trader?
Oh, as a shirt? Oh, I don't know how I feel about that one. I really think that Trader's Gonna Trade encapsulates the brand. I really think that's the brand is Trader's Gonna Trade. In fact, we're gonna wait. Here we go. Settings. The name is gonna be Trader's Gonna Trade.
Winston's mom says, I want one, lol.
There we go. Save. Trader's Gonna Trade. Oh, wait. You know what? We gotta fix this. I think I can fix this. Yes. This right here. $19.20 by $13.30. All right.
Dan H says, what is your lot in life?
I thought that was just a serious question, and then I realized it was an idea. That's freaking hilarious, dude. Oh, I like that. Where is my... Oh, there it is. I was like, I know.
Eric says, how about, you don't fight this, no way.
Okay, wait. So on the merchandise store, we should do it like here at the top, I think. Save as store.bng. Okay, let's try that. Fail. Oh. Okay, wait. Maybe I just need to refresh the page settings.
RJ Wheel says Trump tells fibs we trade them.
There we go. That don't work very well at all. Do I have the, I think I do. I'll open. Is it this one? Yeah. There we go.
Winston's mom says for the mugs trade that he will keep out water a great while. And your trade that a will keep out water a great while, and your water is a sore decayer of your horse and dead body. RJ Wheel says bought that long can't afford this t-shirt. Winston's mom says Hamlet trade ham vi .168 water.
I want to catch some of the flag in there. Okay. Let's try that again. Man, my eye itches a lot these days. Need new contacts. Okay. Okay. There we go. I mean, it doesn't quite. Okay. But that might change if I expand or make it smaller, huh? No. Okay, so I need to move me over. I need to move me over. I need to be way over here. Wait. Control Z, Control Z.
Winston's mom says 34 watching now started streaming 110 minutes ago and that would make good merchandise on something, so please everyone watching take a quick second to hit like, thank you.
Thank you. Save. Okay. Now you barely see me. That works. That works. That works. We'll leave it that way for now. I think we've messed around with that enough. It just gave me another beep, so Well, that would be another short, but this market is going sideways. I am seeing a little bit more institutional activity, although it's pulling, and it's more on the offer, which kind of suggests they want to move up. So let me show you this. This is really interesting to me. I've created this new indicator. I've got a couple of new things that I think are really useful. This dollar index is wow. That I think might become an essential tool. But I'm also doing these histograms, and these are really similar to the histograms that you get in Jigsaw. But I'm using the max of the time period. So you can kind of see here, it's quiet, and then 7:30 comes along, and there's that move up, and you can see everybody trying to go long and then getting smashed. But you notice that they'll move in the direction of this, right? If this is up, they're going to move towards it. This is up, they're going to move towards it, okay? So my theory is that those are showing up because a bunch of traders just took longs, and those are their limit orders to get filled. Okay, that's my theory. By the way, why was it showing me a line there? Oh, okay, I think we're okay. Now in the treasury, it's different, isn't it? See, we've had more pressure on the bid. There's more orders on the bid, and that pushes it up like a wave. So I think one of the reasons that I've been getting screwed up in my order flow reading of the ES is because they treat liquidity the exact opposite. So, yeah. Nope. That's a ban. Somebody posting a link. Okay, I guess that's short.
Dan H says, what is your level trade?
You mean my level break trade that we were talking about earlier? When we were joking around about buying tops and selling bottoms? So, I'm just going to assume that's what you were talking about. So what you will see in the treasuries, look at right now, we're trading into, we just traded 30, right? What'll happen is you'll look right here. How much do they absorb at 0.2 And what you'll often happen is like 3,000 will print there. And then they'll tick up, and they'll tick up, and they'll tick up. So this is kind of the level break situation right now, except for that it was probably happened right here, right? So what's happening is buyers are going to buy here, and then they're going to smash the offers here and here. And then when all of those guys stop out, they'll get out here and here, or wherever it is. Sometimes they're only going for a tick, but a tick on 3,000 contracts is enough for them to do it. So that's what I meant by the level break trade. So again, when you see that, you'll almost always see that kind of absorption up at the highs lately. Yeah, there you go. They're right through it. So right there, that's a good example right there. Reloading 3,000. Okay. So the trade would be you buy 0.3 on the expectation of getting 0.4 maybe higher. But you're going to see that a lot. And in normal day action, and today I think we could still say that we're in normal day action, perhaps. You're going to It's like not even 50-50. But when it's a trend day, it works every time. So it's kind of a high risk, low reward trade in some respects. Unless you know it's a trend day. And then it's low risk, low reward.
Dan H says thanks.
I guess it's not really high risk because you're only risking at most a tick. Like if you catch the absorption and they don't just go, you can just scratch it, right? So I'm still I mean, part of it is we've been screwing around because I'm afraid to trade it, to be honest. But man, Treasury's really moved up. How? Oh, you know what I need to check on? This. Huh. Okay. So it wants to get to 27.39. Okay. So if we get another good short at the right time period, and now is not the right time period. I think right now it actually would be a buy. But maybe later, maybe I come back and sell it. Okay, so there it was giving a long counter trend, bounced right off of it. You could maybe deal with that one though. No, I don't think so. I think that this trend is too strong there. Just kind of sitting here thinking, well, should I have really tried to trade it a little bit more? But like the thing is I think if I was trading more, I think during that whole first 40 minutes it was really choppy. And we did push down, but I don't know if it's really well, in fact, holy crap. But that gives me pause, actually. That tells us that the move down that we've had is not necessarily a significant change in the trend. It could just be more test and expanding range, and that might be where they turn around and start moving up again because of the expansion. And it puts us inside of yesterday's range. In fact, well, so today does not count as an outside day. So I think that tactically me sitting on my hands is actually probably a better choice. Now that I've caught two, there were good trades. I think so, yeah. It's good. We were productive. We made the merchandise store. Oh my gosh. It's so funny, guys. It's so much fun. I mean, this thing makes me think they're going to go back up, right? Or uh, so they might actually make it back up to 2810. Oh, that seems so far though. I don't know. They're probably going to keep digging down. Like if they make another new low here below 2753. So this would be a spot to look for a level break in the ES. Yeah, I'm not seeing it though. Yeah, somewhere around here you'll see some absorption.
R Factor Trader says 48 and then possibly 30.
On the downside? Well, on the downside I'm seeing 37, 36. I see 36 and I
R Factor
see
Trader says yeah.
and I see 2700. So 2,700 would be the big downside target. But what I was trying to get at was yesterday I saw an expanding range. Can you see it way back there? Here's a spot essentially where somebody has come in and a battle is coming in. They're pushing each other out and price discovery is happening. So now this is really all has been price discovery lower. So this is a place where you might see a bounce. And then we could see another expanding range start somewhere in here, although I think that maybe we'll see it later in the day. So that's where I'm saying I'm not entirely sure. They might just bounce back up. And if they bounce back up, then we get to 2008, somewhere up here. So let's say that we bounce and we ended up here on the end of the day. That would be like a much more regular and standard move than if we were to go all the way down to 2,700, right? If we go all the way down to 2,700, then it's ugly. So I don't necessarily have anything that tells me what's actually going to happen. It just is kind of saying to me, hey, Seth, you might not have a complete idea of what's going to happen here. So maybe it's better to just sit it out at the moment. And you can see here so far today, we got this whole thing for a good 40 minutes, which is really ugly. And now we're starting to develop another one down here. So maybe they could come up and do it again. That's not good action for me. That's like really bad action for me. So I took 2 trades. I took sim trades today. I'm still scared and battered. So I screwed up that treasury trade the first time, thinking that was a range and didn't get it. But then when I did get it, I got the 4 ticks. And then I got the 220s. So that was really good. So I'm pretty happy. I think that accomplished what we want to accomplish today, and we don't really need to risk any more than that. Even though I know it was just a sim trade. Now, if I do, I have these swing trades that I do later in the day, but I think I'm just going to keep those ones to myself. Sorry. But I have a spot that I look for later in the day that's been working well for me as a swing. Trade detected in ZNF. Oh, I didn't see that. Oh, but there were some really big numbers in the 5-year. Another thing I've been noticing in bonds is that it really seems like when they're pushing that the 5-year is ringleader. Of course, the spread is steepening just a tiny bit between the 10 and the 5. I wonder what is. Oh yeah, the 2s and 10s is just getting slaughtered. 2s are selling super hard. 2s must be selling hard rather. The 10s must have come up a lot more than the 2s. Hmm. So they're turning back down. We'll see if they can break it. See, this is where, so I have a line drawing. I'm not really a believer in lines, but it's the expanding range. So if we're correct about the expanding range, then what we should see is a break of the line by a little bit and then exhaustion and move back up. And I am looking at the level 2, and I'm not seeing very extreme levels on the level 2 right now. I'm not seeing really huge orders either. So I think we could maybe turn. Hmm. There you go. Look, they're gonna go right for that moving average even. Dang, just like clockwork. And this is also very much like what I was saying at the beginning of the show, where it's like it just looks so dire and like they're going to be breaking levels that are really bad. And hey, this could just turn into a downtrend day, and then it miraculously doesn't happen. Well, I guess we can't say that because I predicted it, but like, what the heck? It's weird, right? It just kind of seems like action is a little weird. Hmm. DeSantis defends labeling WWE and sporting events as essential. People are starved for content, says DeSantis. Did you see this in where they were like labeling different kinds of products as essential or not essential? And so, like, if you went to the store, you couldn't buy seeds. I think those should be essential, man. Like, what if there is a food shortage? That's not cool. And then they're making wrestling. Wrestling is essential. It's like, what? Okay. Okay, guys. With suspicion widespread in Brazil that Bolsonaro twice lied about testing negative for coronavirus, his son told Fox he tested positive, then denied doing so. And with Bolsonaro still refusing to show his results, Congress just mandated disclosure. It's a crime to defy this. Really? I mean, if he had it out, would it be so bad to admit that he did? Okay, so here they are going for it. It's like just as soon as I was like, well, we said that maybe they could turn up, they bounced right off of that thing. So we'll see if they bounce or not. I mean, if they break it, and they break it convincingly, then we really could be like game on for shorts. Then maybe I would want to get involved. Right now, though, I'm not quite. I'm not quite seeing what I think I want to see. Well, that move down was more convincing. There was a lot more people on that one. Mm-hmm. We're actually negative on everything except for the month. That's funny. How did we come to that? Wait, where did we start the week at? Oh, yeah. Would have been right here. So, yeah, we are negative on the week. And look at ZB. ZB just skyrocketing. ZN just skyrocketing. ZN never really took a step back. I still see the spread, but it's never really took a step back. So once again, they tested the line. They're back on the other side of it. I don't know if they're going to turn back down. Around 27.56 is about where I would expect to try and go short again if that's what we were going to do. I could take it short. I'm seeing something significant in the 10-year now. They're coming down. There's some absorption on that move down, though. Extra. Probably about to run out of requests here. So if you want to hear the text to speech, read your messages out. Now's the time to put them in. Okay, 60. Oh, they're going to push that again. Let's check and see. What are our coronavirus case numbers today? Have we gotten the New York numbers yet? New York, 10,834 deceased. No changes today yet. Okay, that long just beat out the previous 5-minute bar. Previous 2 5-minute bars, so I don't even think I could go short anymore. The Treasury definitely a significant change. They came back hard. Hmm. There he goes. Well, are they gonna make it all the way back to the open now at 27.75?
Jacoby OG says, do you know of a DOM other than Jigsaw that provides the recent numbers of contracts traded on bid and ask?
Yes, so you can get that information from Sierra charts as well. And you can kind of get that information on Bookmap, although from what I've seen, the Bookmap DOM isn't great. But if I'm guessing that if you want an alternative to Jigsaw, you're saying that because you don't want to put down $1,000 up front for Jigsaw, right? So if that's the case, then probably the platform that you want to go for is Sierra Charts. Because Sierra Charts, you can get like the fully featured version of it for like $35 a month or something like that. And they steal all of the features from everybody else. So it requires a little bit of configuration, but you can get Sierra Charts to do that. Very popular in our chat too. So
Jacoby OG says, okay, cool, Ty.
yeah, no problem. Yeah, I got to tell you, I was getting some flack from some people because, I promote Jigsaw. I mean, we have we have an affiliate link for Jigsaw, which is a thing. And we do make money if you click on that link and you buy Jigsaw. But I tell you what, I would probably make a lot more if I pushed Sierra charts. But I just think that Jigsaw is better. But I also don't think it's the case where there's like one software platform that is just the best and that's what everybody should use. I know a lot of people say that that's trading technologies.
Sebastian Marquez says, I prefer Sierra Chart.
But trading technologies does not have all of the bells and whistles. It has the best data, but it doesn't have all the bells and whistles. That's not appropriate for everybody. So I really think that this is a case where the market is so good. You've got all of these choices, and you can find a choice that fits you instead of just there's one that's like the best for everybody, right? So if you like new features and you like order flow and you like the DOM, then your platform is Jigsaw. If you want something that's cheap but still allows you to do everything, then you want Sierra charts. If you like indicators and you want to download as many indicators as you can possibly find or buy, then you want NinjaTrader, right? If you're kind of new and you want to trade on higher time frames, so you want those longer term volume profile charts, but you don't need all of the crazy stuff, bells and whistles, then probably Optimus Flow, aka Watchtower. So there's kind of a little something for everyone. And if you're a professional and you're making tons of money and you're spreading, then trading technologies. Well, that sure was a strong move up, and they did make a higher high. I don't know what this means. The whole setup to me just kind of puts me in a unknown area. Yeah, there we go. We just ran out of requests. I really wish that Google would give us more. I've tried like a couple of times to request more, and they don't give it to me. Like I think I should get like 4 times as many as I get. My program though has gotten pretty slick. I'm quite happy with it. Okay, so it's giving me a short that it's questionable. I don't know if that one makes sense. I mean, like, we're positive on the hour. Maybe if we came back down to like 27.57, then maybe. And maybe we'll get maybe in maybe like 20 minutes, maybe we'll get like a better push. But this kind of looks to me like the day traders wanted to sell it and they won out, but they didn't get very far. I'm not incredibly impressed with how far they made it so far. Yeah, I don't know how else to put it. JB, but who has the fastest data with the least lag? I don't need a ton of indicators, but I do want automation and OSO OCO orders. Probably trading technologies. So trading technologies has really fast, reliable data. Like it's going to be like super smooth, and you're going to see everything's changing around a lot. And they have like fancy stuff to give you different types of orders and synthetic orders, and the whole stuff to do like one order cancels others and that sort of a thing. Yeah, an add-on for NinjaTrader that gives you an upgraded DOM is also available from Trading Order Flow. Yeah, you guys keep mentioning that one. But my question for that one is, let's go look. Trading Order Flow. I see. Super DOM series, limit order visualizer. Ooh, volume WAP, VWAP pack. Super bundle pack. Okay, so they're giving you a DOM. Oh, they're giving you pretty full-featured Jigsaw DOM, to be honest. But it's $300. 6 columns. So not quite as many features as Jigsaw, but it's good. The big question would be, is the order entry the same as Jigsaw? So the thing that I like about Jigsaw, the thing that really matters to me, the thing that I think makes it so useful is if I click here, that's a buy order. If I click here, that's a limit. That's a stop order. And I can try and play the queue. So many other things. It's like in the chart trader, for instance, in ES, you have to like right click and then you can buy. But it's not like just this like little spot that I know one left click and I'll be in. And I can even like click it a bunch of times and try and chase it. You know what I mean? It's using the Ninja Trader DOM, so order entry is the same as Ninja. Oh, yeah. See, I really hate the way that it works on Ninja. I really do. Let me show you why I hate it. Okay. We're on a Sim 101 account. Okay, so if I come in here and I click, yes, okay. So that's cool. Well, what if I want a stop order? Doesn't work. That's the thing that I hate. You have to click a different button to enter in a stop order. I know it seems like a tiny thing, but to me it's a big deal. They also didn't they used to have like a static DOM? I don't get the static DOM anymore. They must have been forced to take it out. Not if you're above market. Yeah. No. If I wanted to put it like if I want to put in an order so that like if they start trading 2766, then I want to sell into it to enter, you have to there's settings to change it. You have to like press shift or you can use middle mouse or something like that. I mean it's better than nothing. That's cool. It does tell you where you're at in the queue. I have been playing with Ninja. I set up an ATM order to get the order profit and stop with one click. Yeah, the ATM strategy. That's another thing that I don't understand. So this is one thing that Optimus Flow does very well, and that is what on theirs you just say I want my target and my stop, and there's two little columns for it. And then you click and it will, if you enter into the order, it'll give those. You don't have to come in here and, create a strategy and all of this stuff. Super simple. I was actually talking to him and he was saying that they're going to try and add a feature so that if you get, hold on a second. I just want to make sure that I didn't, no, I'm okay. Yeah, I'm okay. I wanted to make sure that I did that on the right account. I did. It shows my it shows it on my chart there. I don't know if you can see that in noise, but got out. Anyways, so that's a nice thing. Or you right click to place slips. Yeah. I've been playing with Ninja. I set up, or I can link the article, but I think it will disappear spam inactivating influenza viruses on surfaces using hydrogen peroxide or testosterone glycol at low vapor concentrations. I'm sure that does kill coronaviruses, but why in your ears? You're not at risk of infection from your ear. The Ninja Trader Super DOM is something that I saw as well. I wanted to have a DOM similar to that, but paying $300 is just not what I want to do. Yeah, and that's where it kind of becomes an issue, right? Is you're paying the Ninja Trader license, which is $1,000, and then you're paying for a DOM on top of that. I don't think that I want to do this, but I bet you that I could create a DOM that it would be the same as the Ninja Trader DOM, and I wouldn't give you the special columns, but it would at least be like a reasonable size. We could make that and make that for cheap, but I don't know if I really want to go into that. What are their other stuff? They're selling it for a lot. What's their limit order visualizer look like? Okay, so that's just your standard book map thing. Ooh, I like that you can get it with numbers. That's cool. I would only be getting something like that if I could change it. I think I'm going to make my own, to be honest. I already started my own, but I haven't really gotten into it. Order flow speed. Oh, that's basically my indicator, or similar to it. I think that the things that I have are better because I'm more open about how I'm getting it, and I have like way more functionality in it. VWAP back. Hey, that one's useless now, right? Super bundle. Superior bundle. Oh, hey, now that's cool. They are setting it up so that you want to do the 492. But so let me say something else here. Well, hold up. The doctor theorized that the flu virus will enter the ears, and so since the virus has sticky crowns poking out, I think the theory is that the hydrogen. Yes, but I don't think that you can get sick through the ear from coronavirus. Askar says, Seth, do you sell indicators? I'm thinking about doing it. I have a bunch of things that I think that are worth buying. It would be cheap. It wouldn't be like $500. It'd be like $50 to $100. It's a pretty big pack of a pretty random group of indicators, but they all need a little bit of polish before I could give them back. Go back to your Ninja Dom. But now here's what I would say about that. Yeah, no, I know what you're talking about, John. I'm too lazy to figure out what it is. There's like in here in the properties, there's a left mouse button is MIT, middle mouse button is stop market. And then I could come in and I could say stop. That's what you're saying, right? But to me, the jigsaw thing, having to think, okay, I actually want this. If you're trying to be fast, it's just not as nice. It seems like a simple thing that for some reason nobody else does, but whatever. My recommendation would be, if you're on NinjaTrader and you don't like the NinjaTrader DOM, just deal with it. Because at some point they're going to have to improve it. And they improved all of the order flow tools. Jigsaw went and did their own thing. I really don't think that Ninja has much a reason to keep it anymore. Like, does that make sense? Like, it used to be that, oh, why don't they have these order flow tools? Why don't they have a VWAP? Well, because they have all of these vendors, and if they made it, they'd be screwing over their own vendors, and those vendors are like a big part of the NinjaTrader ecosystem. But it got to the point where those tools became so popular that it was hurting them as a platform by not having them in their stock, and so they started putting them in there. And I think that DOM is another one of those things. I think that it's a really important thing to have, and that probably they're going to improve it. And neither of them make sure you place the order on the correct contract. Yeah. I tell you what, I can't believe that I made that mistake. I should have seen immediately that it wasn't a micro contract. Maybe I should have turned around and bought it, and then I could have made $1,000, but no. That's okay. I made some of that money back, and I didn't do too much damage, and we're in an okay spot. And I don't know if I really should be putting a lot of risk in the market right now. So maybe it was a good lesson learned. Plus, it's giving me tons of ideas. I didn't. So before I go, I want to explain this again because John's here. Let me show you something, John. Let's just like move this one. Okay. Here's the 10-year, right? So like yesterday, I would be like, okay, I think that they're going to go up. I think that this is like a really good risk reward location to buy. And then they would go goodish. And then they would go to where I want to go. And I'm like, what the heck? What the heck is wrong? And what I'm realizing now from a comment on Jeffrey Gunlock, he says the reason that equities are moving so far is because the spread between the large buyers on the bid and the ask is really big. And people that want to buy bonds would know this. And what he's saying is if you actually are buying bonds on like the what do they call them? You know, like if I wanted to buy municipal bonds, right? The spread between the buy and the sell is really big, always in bonds. In futures, we expect there to be a bid or an ask on every price. But I think the truth is that while there are market makers trading every price, I think that the really big guys, the guys that really are influencing everything, they actually are far apart. And so what's happening is the buyer is down here and the seller was here. And then when we moved up, the seller moved up to here and the buyer moved to here. And so the spread in reality is actually 8 ticks. So if you adjust your trading to assume that those prices weren't there, so where are we right now? So 10. So what I'm saying now is, okay, that's the bid. That's the ask. All of this stuff in between, pretend it's not there. Who's in the middle? Algos. Poorly placed trades. But you can kind of see. So I'll just show you a good example. Look at how many contracts traded at each price on this move down. And look right here. Do you see this little hourglass? That's the spread right there. The sellers were all up here. Nobody's in here. Buyers are all down here. And so when I would see order flow that says it's a buy, what I didn't realize is that we were at the top of that bid-ask spread, and I was essentially hitting into the offer. Even if I was buying it with a limit order, I'm basically buying into the offer. And so I'm getting a really poor risk-reward position. So I think that this explains a lot of the funky behavior we've been seeing in bonds that have been so confusing to me, and I think that to some other people, because a lot of us, the things that we've been doing that were making money before aren't making money anymore. The reason I think is because we're not considering that the spread between the big buyers is a much larger. The place you say no one was there is where the most volume is at. Yes, on the way up, there was a lot of volume there. But look at how it happened, right? So it was right here. So the bid ask was here. And then it was here. And then this 05 to 04 area right here, they kind of moved through and now it's here. So they moved down a little bit. But you can see the clusters. So now I'm looking at it as when I see these clusters, That's where the bid really is. I can't trade it price by price like we used to when there was a lot of liquidity. Oh, I'm not showing you guys very well. See that? So that's where we had the most volume. That's why that price has the most volume right now. Then we came up to here. When we came back down, that bid wasn't there anymore. So on the way back, the buyer wanted lower. Did that make sense, Lucas? So you're going to get this thing like this. It's kind of like that. That's the spread. That's the true spread. You can even still see it on the DOM right now. This guy way back up at 06. So maybe if we really wanted to buy, we would maybe want to do 01, 005 maybe. 025 if we're like really, really want it bad. They are kind of already going, but I would expect that if we do get a move up, you might see a 4-tick move on very little volume because the big guys aren't involved in those locations as robots and in between all of that. And it used to be, okay, yeah, there's spots where we expect robots and we expect it to run and everything else. And it would be like out of nowhere. Now I realize, it's going to happen everywhere because the spread is so big. My sim account's not in any position, says it. I see all those little marks and I'm like, I don't want to see that. Let's just turn that off. Do not plot. Do not plot. Do not plot. Okay. Better. There we go. So yeah, I don't know, John, because I know, John, you were saying to me a couple of weeks ago that a lot of the things that you were doing in bonds that had worked for you for a really long time weren't working very well. I'm betting that if you incorporated that theory into your normal analysis, that you would go back to what you were doing before. So the spread is wider, but the big players should still move the market with similar logic as if it were tighter. There could be some good context trades going around. I could no longer see in context in treasuries. That's why I quit. Yeah. Well, me too. Well, it's not just that, Lucas, but I mean, honestly, in treasuries, I've always said if it's less than like 2,000 liquidity on each level, that it's not worth trading. I think that it is still likely to screw you up because if you lose, you're going to lose 4 ticks. Yeah, I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you, bots, when I say John. Like, so I tried it today. What I said, I looked at that and I said, okay, I think I know what I've been doing wrong. And so all I had to do was just think about that. And I screwed this first one up, but then I caught an 8 ticker and it was good. And it was like clockwork. So that fixed my problems in the 10-year. So I might start trading the 10-year more. But then look, I got these ones in E-mini too. This was just when we were messing around with the DOM. Well, I remember you saying earlier that you were having trouble with ZB. It was not working as well as it used to. That was a long way back. That was a couple months ago. That was before all this craziness happened. Doom, doom, doom. There's Ace. How are you doing today, Ace? So, somebody was asking what happened yesterday because I didn't mention it, and I should tell Ace's story because yesterday we put an order in, and I thought that I was trading the micro, but I was trading the ES. I can see that post live action, yes. If you put in like a link, it will hide it. And I'm showing all chat too. Yep, I can see him. Anyways, so I lost $200. Afterwards, I took some swing trades and I made half of it back. I made two because I took a couple of other trades that last, but then I made one swing trade that I made 100 ticks at one point, and then another one that was like 50. So yeah, I made over half of it back. Yeah. But they were good trades. That was the thing is like I came back and then I'm like, okay, well, I don't want to put a whole lot of risk on, but I can still take some small trades. So I just took a little micro contract and I did a swing trade. So I had a bigger setup based on a particular time at which I expected people to come in and a particular direction that I expected them to go based on the volatility. And I took it and I used Ace's signal as the entry, and then everything else I just ignored. I just ignored and I said, I want it to go up to where the volatility is. And it worked. These trades, beginning my trading session, it should be plenty of action left. I said ZB's average daily range had deteriorated from the 2-point ranges we saw during the QE infinity days. Oh, okay. I was kind of left under the impression that you were more interested in trading ES micros at the moment because ZB was not as fertile ground anymore for some reason. But when you with that context there for me, what I realize is you actually have some good opportunity in the 10-year because you're going to get a bigger move and you got pretty good probability going between there and there, like I think that the trade is over now, but whereas you might have said, I think that we're in a range and you would just take a tick out, you should be able to get 4. And so you could even just take it off early if you really wanted to, right? But that means that when you take a loss, it's going to be bigger. So you would need a bigger account to trade it still. But here on Sim, hey, we did okay today. And I think I'm going to try and do that a little bit more. What else did I miss anything? Oh, also Ace, if you look in the video description, we made some merchandise. So now you can get a Trader's Gonna Trade mug and t-shirt. I already ordered my mug. So we made it here on the stream and we got out. And I have some new indicators and I already showed you guys that, right? I made another one last night that shows you the maximum order that was in that time period. Maybe it's helpful. I don't know. I can see one thing is that there's like bigger offers being put down, but that overall the activity level in the E-mini looks a little subdued to me. Of course, about 400 is kind of where I've been saying is like my extremes. And they're like barely touching it. Whereas yesterday they were touching it all the time. And when we had these big spikes, these spikes were like 1200. And now they're like, and the really big spikes were like 2000, but now it's like 800. It looks like there's not as much activity today, which is not what I would expect. I still trade ZB in the mornings. I started looking at trading the micro ES to try to overcome my personal issues with trading the ES. Oh, okay. I guess I misunderstood. How do you feel about it? Have you put yesterday behind you? I mean, I think so, but no. Like, I'm not afraid to trade it anymore. It did okay today. I think I know where I made mistakes or where I've been making mistakes. I think that I probably need to collect a little bit more stats for some things. I'm also not convinced that this market is really one that is like really favorable to me or not. There are some spots that maybe they are, and I'm not picking them. This right now, I'm a little unsure about it because it looks to me like this was a significant change in it as it being a down day, and that we're down from yesterday, and we started the day down and we're pushing new lows. And we really could push new lows, but like, let's just say that we come back down again and we maybe make it just a little bit further, and then it could turn around again. I don't know, because this is just, we're still within the expanding range that I've been seeing. So it's not like I'm not seeing a break yet. I'm not seeing, this is still price discovery to me, and not like oh man, the sellers gave up and it's like a completely different thing now. So for me, like, it just an outright sell doesn't really make sense unless it's in the exact right spot. And this right here is not. It's already going down. It's not the turn that I'm looking. In fact, it looks like it might turn up. So I don't think I'm going to take it today. Gary, how about a mug that says "Don't be a tick-tard trader"? Well, did you click on the store, Gary? Go to this store. Because we got even better. I mean, we could make a tick-tard one if you want. Look, there you go. You can get one that says "Buying tops and selling bottoms." Yeah? And you can get the hoodie. I'm liking it. I think I need to come back in here, and I think that I can change what the default color is. My dashboard. Edits. Oh, hey. I can edit it and make it as big as I want. Okay. Well, we can mess with that later. I want the default color to be white. Is there a way to change that? Maybe like that. Cool. I don't know if that changes it. Probably not. Anyways, so that's my funny one. If you want one that says "Don't be a tick-tard," then we can make that. I don't think that would be as great. I think that Trader's gonna trade. That's the brand, guys. I think that just looks great. If you have a mug that says "Liquor" in the front and "Pokey" in the back, we can get different designs. It looks like when I go back into the things, it looks like there's more flexibility than I thought. I can make the actual image bigger. Yeah, I can make the actual image better. And it's coming soon, but at some point I'll be able to have a front and back. The market just does what I say, which is why I'm always borrowing money to Jeff Warren and Bill. Right. Ace trades, I took profits already. Nice signal. Oh, good job. Oh, you took the 27.58 one. Let me see. Yeah. Oh, that one. That was good. Yeah, it was good. Good job, guys. I'm still unsure about it. I do think I would rather take the sells, but maybe that one. I've been going for further. I've been going for 16 ticks, and like the two worked out. What caught your attention on that site? The lead line said become a streaming legend. Okay, so most streamers are video gamers, and so all of the services are geared towards gamers. I'm like the only person in the world that is streaming to an audience that is primarily between the ages of 30 and 55. So I'm kind of a unique kind of situation. But some of the streaming channels and people that I watch were talking about it, and they used it, and they said that it was really good. And the thing that's nice about the stream elements one, in addition to how much, what do I say, how easy it is to do it, is one thing that's nice. What happened there? It looks like that Fed put, man. I'm telling you, something freaky weird's been going on in the market, and this is why I'm like a little skeptical about this buy. Or why I'm, like I do think that you should be able to get Ace's profit on the right ones, but I just would be careful about trying to get it to right. Lucas, no clue. That is why you have to take your points when they show up. Yeah. So let me show you again. We have an expanding range that started sometime late yesterday. If I scrunch things up, you can see it where it started, right? We had this move, and then we stopped, and then a new range developed, and they broke out, and this is the expansion. This was the move up, and this is the move down. So you might see a bounce, and they might go back to the other side, or they might come back up and then really fail. I've been moving stops as market movers in my favor in these conditions. It's really hard to know which ones are going to go and which ones aren't. I'm not quite sure I can tell. Well, if I have a larger, what I've been doing is I've been looking for like a more of a swing setup. And then if I see Ace's signal in conjunction with it, I take that, and that's giving me better risk reward on the trade, but then I can try and hold it for the swing. Gary, what was Gary saying? Have you ever bought a bag of milk? That's funny. Yep. Don't be a margin call trader. Oh man. Anyways, we were talking about stream elements. So in addition to that, it's very easy, but then also like the shirt quality is really nice. Like it's a nice material shirt. So that's kind of why I did it. But mostly it was just kind of like oh, hey, trader's going to trade. I think that's our thing. No, Ace, I was here early in the morning when Speculator Seth was announcing his full of good ideas lately, and I'm popping in and out. Oh, well, one of the things I miss about the other room is you. That's true. She hasn't been around as much, but we still enjoy her when she's around. See, normally I would have wanted to start taking a trade here. It does look like the trade that I wanted to take was down, but it was this one up here, maybe around 2760. And look, they're back to it. So I think that I read the market correctly. We're not in enough of a trend for me to be taking that kind of a trade like I did yesterday. So it's 9:30, so I'm just gonna shut it down. But thank you guys so much. Yeah, we did have some trouble yesterday, but we're okay. I've realized we're okay. So it's fine. I am gonna practice a little bit more, and I'm gonna try some stats. I'm gonna keep pulling stuff. I do think we want to try and put together an indicator package for you guys that will be a reasonable price. Because I think they were making cool stuff. I thought you said you were pooping in it. Okay, John. John, tell me. I want to know what you wanted to change to our inside bars thing. I want to try and do that tonight. And we'll follow the action. I'll keep posting stuff in Discord, but now it's time to quit. If you were watching the ladder, there's quite a curious plains in at the 035 area. Yeah, well, they came back so hard, didn't they? But I saw it. They started stacking the offers up there. I can see it quite clearly. Yep. Stay safe and smart. Thanks. And maybe if you put a mask on that cute baby, we see him tomorrow. There's an idea, baby. We're doing it. I'm gonna tell her. Okay. Come tomorrow. It'll be great. In the meantime, stay profitable.